Hey guys, Gary here, and we're going to try something brand new. We're going to start shooting some of these little shorter reels about once a week to help tie the bridge between our longer episodes. Keep us on track, stay engaged with all of y'all. Good things all around, right? To kick things off, we just got Tater back about 2 days ago. It's been over at Eric's. We were changing all the window track weather stripping in the doors, which has improved it immensely. You'll get to see more about that in the future. We took our gold Duramax 4x4 to his place. We're going to start tearing into that thing, get the head gaskets changed because, yeah, they're done. What else? Oh, we just introduced you guys to my 73 Plymouth in the last full length episode that we released that I call Brownie. We got our 440 here that's going to go in it that my buddy Kevin Grider turned me on to. You can check him out on Sarge's Garage on YouTube also if you want to check out some of his stuff. When we first got our hands on this thing, it was locked up, and it turns out that number 7 here had some pretty ugly rust right here in the walls. And a little bit of persuasion. It freed right up. This thing actually turns over pretty smooth now. But it's still motorhome ugly. And to drive that point home, it still has the motorhome pan on it. And it had that weird plate that goes under or goes in the bell housing bolts that holds the ignition and ballast and all that stuff. So we're going to knock the ugly off this thing. And we got a whole slew of new parts to throw in it. We got a comp cam back here. I'll go over the specs on that in the full length. Got all the gaskets it could need. We got our hands on a super cheap radiator with electric fans, so that was cool. We got the motor mounts to put a big block on a small block K-member, which is what we have in this car, unfortunately. Flex plate bolts, converter bolts, bell housing bolts, timing set, oil pump, cam bearings, you name it, we've got it. And a new oil pan, Howard's lifters, a new flex plate, new balancer. So we've got all the things to get the motor built. And to back it up, we got the old 727 that I pulled out of Knuckles a couple years ago when we did the overdrive swap. I've got a selection of converters. I think I mentioned that I had 3000 stall. I've got another one. It's a smaller diameter. I have no idea what it stalls to. We might roll the dice with it. I don't know. I've got another center section with a 370 gear set for the 9-inch that's under the car. So a lot of good stuff. A lot of neat things are coming. I got a whole ignition system. I got the tunnel ram back there. Old set of 906 heads that'll go on this motor. So we've got some good stuff going on. Speaking of 440s and such, I regret to inform you that the 440 that's in our red truck, Knuckles, is probably going to have to come back out. It turns out we very likely have a 20 over piston and a 30 over hull. That's just, one of those things. But you'll get to see more on that in a future episode. Thank you for checking out our very first short reel. Hopefully it motivates you to check out the rest of the videos on our channel. Bearing in mind the first few are kind of cringy. The quality is not that great. But we're getting better. We're trying to do better. And hopefully you guys will come along for the ride. So like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.